Everybody, welcome to the Old School Game & Snob channel. I'm AJ, and today I just wanted to actually make a really quick video to demonstrate how not to crash into things in space or on planets, but in particular in space where you have a lot of momentum that builds up, and if you like to use your afterburners, well, it can be difficult sometimes to slow down in time to not crash into something. So what I'm doing is I'm taking out the new Mercury Star Runner here today. Seems fitting considering that patch 3.11 was just released, and it's a bit of a bigger ship. I know it's a lot easier to stop a fighter ship from crashing into something, but when you've got something with a bit of momentum, then things become a little bit trickier. So what I realized, and let's do this really quickly here. What I realized when I first started playing, what I would do when I was in trouble and about to crash into something, I would hit my space brakes, or in some cases I would try to turn my ship around and do a reverse retro thrust type thing. What I found is that is actually not the best way to avoid running into things. That is because it is actually a lot more difficult to stop momentum. This Mercury Star Runner is actually, this is my first spin of the Mercury Star Runner, and it's pretty good as far as acceleration, deceleration, etc. However, okay, so let's carry on with the video. The better way to not run into objects, asteroids and space stations in particular, this obviously won't work on a planet because a planet is not something you can steer around, but in terms of objects in space, instead of trying to, if you find yourself in a situation like, say, when you have too much speed, you're coming in too hot, and it doesn't seem like you're going to be able to slow down in time, what you can do is you just divert your course, and you can divert your course really quickly. That is with left or right, up or down. And what I didn't know about initially is, you see those little brackets, the little greater than, less than symbols right underneath my cursor right there? That actually shows your true trajectory. So if you were to let go of your engines and just keep floating through space, it looks like I'm facing this way, but I'm actually headed that way over there. That's my true trajectory. So that's what those little brackets are all about. So right now, my true trajectory is actually up in the top right corner there, because I've sort of thrust forward and to the right. So using your true trajectory, it becomes a lot easier to avoid running into objects. So like I say, we're coming in fast, we're coming in hot, we might accidentally hit something, and it might be too difficult to slow down in time, but what you can do is you adjust your true trajectory and you can save yourself from near misses. And now the way to really do this is to combine your course change with your afterburners. And what I didn't realize was that afterburners are not just for going forward. When I first started, afterburners are not just for going forward. They can also, well, boost your thrust in any direction that you're traveling. So if you're strafing to the left and you afterburner, then you will afterburner to the left. If you're strafing to the right and you afterburner, then you'll afterburner to the right. Different ships have a different amount of thrust and engine depending on what type of ship they're in. Some of them go really good straight up, some of them go better straight down, some of them go better left and right. So each ship is a little bit different, but generally speaking, this trick works quite well. It's not a trick, it's a flight technique. This flight technique works quite well in all ships for the most part. So like I say, this is me kind of thrusting up without afterburners, and here's me adding afterburners, and you can see how much more quickly, there's without, there's with, and you can see how much more quickly my true trajectory, and we're looking at the little brackets here. There's with afterburners, there's without. With afterburners, you see how much faster that true trajectory changes with afterburners? So you save your afterburners in situations where you're about to run into something, and let's just pick up a little bit of speed here so I can show you guys. Again, our course is, imminent, can't stop in time, but we can adjust our true trajectory and we can sail right past. And yeah, like I say, that true trajectory really helps you to know where you're actually going. Otherwise, visually it can look like you're still about to hit something, but you can trust your actual course trajectory to get you to where you're going. So like I say, right now it just looks like we're heading forward. We're actually heading straight up over there. So if I take off coupling mode and I go into decoupling, it's a good example of how you just kind of continue on with your momentum and float around through space. So yeah, I hope you guys have liked this video on object avoidance. I have never crashed in a game more than I've crashed in Star Citizen, and I'm usually pretty good at these sorts of games. So, you know, to crash as many times as I have, whoa, shit, oh shit, oh shit, to crash as many times as I have, I wanted to do a close flyby there to kind of show the technique. I wasn't planning to do it quite that close. But yeah, anyway, to crash as many times as I have in the game, for me is you know, surprising, and I love it that the game's flight model is actually so challenging to fly. Just, you know, to fly and not crash, that's awesome. You know, as you would expect it would be. If you've never flown in space before and you're flying in space, then yeah, you know, you should expect to not have that be super easy. So yeah, anyway, that's it. Hope you guys liked this video. And like I say, left, right, up, down. I think you even increase your roll speed with afterburners. It's basically whichever direction you're pressing, and you can do multiple directions as well. So like up, or sorry, so like to the side and then up, and you can afterburner to the up and to the side as well. I'm pretty sure that you can. So yeah, that's a great. It's honestly the best way I've found of avoiding objects. Hope you guys like this video. I'm going to end it here before I, babble on forever, and maybe see you in the next one. Subscribe to this channel if you like this content. It helps it to grow. You could be my 4th subscriber. Yeah, we're just getting started here. Obviously, I haven't had a lot of luck growing this channel just yet, but I'm obsessed with Star Citizen, and I want to, make these videos for my own reference and for a couple of my friends to learn these techniques. So I'm just going to make them, and if anybody follows this channel, that's awesome. And if not, well, I'm still, gonna make them because it's super fun. I love this game. This is, even in its alpha state, man, this is better than pretty much any other game out there right now. Pretty much. Yeah, probably. Anyway, see you guys in the next one.